Hey, this is Nicholas with the Backyard TARDIS here, with kind of another update video. Where have I been? What am I doing? I've been sporadically maybe posting one video every other week for the last 3 months. So a lot has happened. A lot has happened. Coming to the close of the end of last year, I had a whole bunch of sudden bills pop up that were unexpected. Some of them are the traditional end of the year bills. Had some stuff go wrong on the house, some stuff go wrong on a car. Had a horse tear down the fence with my new neighbors. So a lot just kind of going in there that caused me to have to work some more, that caused me to be dealing stuff when I'm not working. And then getting ready for tax stuff, all that going in. Um, and My wife had surgery, and there were some preparations for that, a lot of recovery for that. I also meant she took time off work, so then once I had taken some time off to help her, and then I had to go back into it, and it's just kind of been one thing after another. Now, I've been recording, I've had plans. I think this is probably the fifth or sixth I'm back video. Hopefully this one gets posted because I keep making them and then realizing that I'm not ready. And kind of what I've been doing is I've been recording this whole time. I've got about 7 podcasts, so going all the way back to stuff that I recorded like back end of November, beginning of December, that I haven't posted. Uh, so I've got podcasts talking about the Game Awards, talking about the Nintendo Direct that just happened. I've got Book of Boba Fett. I've got one talking about Star Wars Visions, and the list goes on and on. Some of them horribly outdated in a lot of ways. I even have one where we joke cast talk about Betty White being cast in one of my Red 5 roundups, and of course it's going to be posted after her death. And because of some of that stuff and some of the things like the Game Awards, like that's way outdated now. Some of those games that I was hyped about have come out and been complete disasters. Others have been delayed to infinity, and still others haven't come out, or new details have come out. So things that I was thinking aren't the case anymore. So, and of course, there's a lot of Sonic movie discussion in there, and I'm super hyped. We've gotten a lot more Sonic movie information since then. Really excited for this one, but it's what I've gone back and done is I've recorded some little intros kind of explaining the delay. So you're going to see a lot of me just talking for 2 minutes before each video, explaining when the video was recorded and that. So my goal is, the first thing I want to do is I recorded a series of shorts for the Book of Boba Fett. As it was coming out each week, I would record a short for it. And initially, my thought was I would drop it. Then I saw like everybody was up in arms about spoilers, and I thought, well, I'll do it a week behind. And for whatever reason, I didn't get it out for the second episode. I didn't get the first episodes out. And then I didn't like the third episode, and I wasn't going to do the show anymore. So then I just held off, and then I did the fifth episode, and I thought, well, I'll record it. Went back, watched the fourth, recorded it. So I'm going to release them in the order that I watched it. So that means the fifth episode will come before chapter 4. And then it's all going to culminate into my podcast on the Book of Boba Fett, which is not going to be a review of the Book of Boba Fett. It's not really going to be an in-depth breaking down of it. Maybe I'll do that a little bit, because let's be honest, the January-February Red 5 Network Roundup, I have horribly not taken notes. I have a lot of things that I'd have to go back and re-listen to podcasts, because I know there were things I wanted to talk about, but I just didn't write them down at the time. And my brain, I've been working on so little sleep. I've been working on just so much stuff going on in my life right now that, which I want to say a thank you to all the wonderful podcasters out there that I listen to, both in and out of the Red 5 network. There's just some amazing podcasts, and it's something that it really helps me get through it. Unfortunately, though, I have just been so distracted. I have not had the opportunity of like sitting down after podcasts and writing stuff down like I normally do. So with that in mind, I may not do a recap for those 2 months. I might put them together and do that. But so much of those 2 months was talk about the Book of Boba Fett. So what is my Book of Boba Fett podcast? Well, that is me actually just talking about the Book of Boba Fett in general. Kind of what I like to break it down to is it was 80% good, 15% horrible. Like, that's what brings the show so down. 80% was there. Like, a lot of the set pieces, a lot of the, like, it looked good. But there was that 15% that was bad. And then the other 5% is the missed potential. And my podcast on the Book of Boba Fett is mostly talking about the missed potential. My in the seat, couch jockey directing. And I fully acknowledge that I am not any way I couldn't have produced something better. But this is just kind of the things that what my unbridled expectations would have been. So it's a fun thing. It's not meant to like say that that's the only thing that could have happened that would have made me happy, because that's not true. These are just things that I'm going to ramble about to talk about. And there's a couple other. I do have my December Red 5 Network roundup. I did make one. I did record one. I just haven't released it. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to release these shorts, and it's going to end with the actual podcast releasing. And then I'm going to probably go into a 2 podcasts a week until I'm caught up. And then it will go back to my like once a week or once every other week format. Some other things, I started out 2022 doing a Twitter thing, looking at different things that I was going to start, things that I'd go back to. So I'm going back to Lost in Space, experiencing that as something that I had put down and hadn't picked up. The anime that I had lit Twitter decided that I'd pick up was My Hero Academia. I burned through. I became addicted to that. Stayed up way too late, too many nights. That is an amazing anime, and I definitely want to talk about it at some point on a podcast, just to review that. Other things, I'm really wanting to get back into things because I know the Sonic movie is going to be coming out next month, and it's going to be a big, huge thing for me. I also know that I just got this itchy feeling that we're going to get some more Stargate news soon, and I want to get back on the bandwagon of promoting. We want more Brad Wright Stargate, and so I've got some more. My top 10's going to be about that. Those take me a little bit more to work on. Those I have not put out. I have not recorded any of those in this time because of how much time those take for me to make. To go back and watch a whole season and then to pick out my top 10 and sit there and rank them. That takes a lot of time, and I haven't had that lately. But I definitely also want to do some podcast highlights. I'm going to continue to do the Stargate ones that I had left off saying I was going to do. So but then I want to go back, do some more of the Red 5 Network. And I have some other podcasts that I want to highlight, some different kind of podcasts. So all in all, that's kind of what's been going on with me. What you could expect going forward is you're going to see a lot of this. I'm going to try to do a lot more shorts, little quick things, just reactions to news and different stuff, so that that's something I can record and actually upload. The big thing though is, despite the fact that my channel has like zero production value, actually writing the description, uploading the video, creating a thumbnail, as cheap and as junky as my thumbnails look, creating that thumbnail, that's what takes me the most time. I consume so much content that I find it really hard to do that. Now, on the thing of consumption, I have done a bunch of Big Finish Doctor Who dramas. I have done a couple more. I've done 3 more Foundation books. I finished the EU Thrawn trilogy, so I'm definitely going to want to talk about those and do reviews of each of those. So those are other things that you can start to expect coming out on the channel here in the coming weeks. So once again, I've recorded a lot of this. I just got to get to myself to actually making thumbnails, uploading them to YouTube, and getting through that. And I think we're finally getting there. So, yay everyone, I'm back. Okay. So with that, hope everybody's having a good day, and I'll catch you in the next video.